Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Low Budget Review Show. I am your host, Eric Smith, and today I'm talking about Sight Unseen by Andrew Neiderman. And this is from Zebra Books. Classic skeleton cover for Zebra. And I'm just going to read the back cover copy because I have not read this back cover copy since I bought the book. So when I took it off the shelf and decided to start reading it, no idea what it was about. So this is what it says. Innocent beginnings. Everyone knew that David was a smart one. He could tell you the end of a story from the first sentence. The other kids wouldn't even go to the movies with him anymore. He always spoiled the surprise ending. People were beginning to wonder about David. There is, after all, such a thing as being too smart for your own good. Surprise endings. David had learned the hard way to keep his thoughts to himself, even though he was always right. Always. But now, David was growing up, and his gift was turning into a power. The power to read people's minds, to see the future, to know things, terrifying things, and that he didn't want to know, like who would live and who would die. Sight unseen. So there you go. There's your nutshell. For the too long didn't watch folks, I gave this book 3 out of 5 stars. I liked it. But that's about as far as it goes. I am a fan of Andrew Neiderman. And just so you know, no skeletons in the book. No crystal balls. No kid's head floating in a crystal ball. And reading this back cover copy, I had the same thought that I did while reading the book. Or when it says the other kids wouldn't even go to the movies with him anymore, he always spoiled the surprise ending. Just keep your mouth shut, David. You're at the movies. Why are you talking anyway? So what if you figured out what the ending is? Let the other people enjoy it. You're just being a dick. Anyway. Yeah, why are you giving it away? So the book starts out when David is younger. He's 14 in the book, I believe. I think they say he's going to be 15 soon. But he has a dream, and he sees, I think he's walking through the town in the dream. There's a coffin, and he sees this guy, Mr. Hoffman, I think his name is, in the coffin. And he tells his mother, she doesn't care, and then Mr. Hoffman dies. Or maybe Mr. Hoffman dies the next day, and then he tells his mother that he had the dream, and she doesn't care. Don't exactly remember how it goes. It's the first few pages of the book. Then we start getting into the meat of it. This is now... David lives with his mother and his grandmother. His grandmother apparently has a dark past that she doesn't really share, just little tidbits. And she's always listening to the radio. And so I wasn't exactly 100% sure of when this was supposed to be taking place, but it's basically before television. So David he's got weird thoughts about things, and he has these weird, sometimes prophetic dreams, and eventually he gets to the point where he can touch something and pick up things. So he and this is kind of a coming of age story. I guess it would be a coming of age story. I shouldn't even say kind of a coming of age story, because he's 14. I don't know what the cutoff for coming of age is. And it takes place over one school year. Do we even get to summer? I don't know. I know they're in school. And dark things are happening in the town. One of Andy's friends is attacked. Andy? Why am I calling him Andy? One of David's friends is attacked. And then some things happen regarding... I'm trying to avoid any types of spoilers. Some things happen regarding David's abilities that first seem to be positive, then seem to be negative, leading to some horrible things that happen. And again, this is all when David is 14. Um, and it's very well written. It's that Andrew Neiderman writing style. I have quite a few of his books up on my shelf. I have a list of on my phone of books, Neiderman books I'm looking for. Not the V.C. Andrews stuff that he has written, which is like 150 books or something under the name V.C. Andrews. Just the Andrew Neiderman stuff. So interesting characters and interesting things going on, but it is kind of a slow burn, getting just little things parceled out as far as David's powers and everything until it starts building up to that crescendo. But it held my interest the entire time, and but it only got 3 out of 5, which again means I liked it. Because I don't know, there was just maybe a little something missing, and there are there are things going on in town, and Andrew Neiderman throws out a number of red herrings for whomst might be involved in these things, but I don't know if this was meant to be the case. I never know. I never know if an author's trying to trick us or not. I knew with 99.9% certainty that I knew who it was. The other red herrings, I'm like, those are obviously just red herrings. It's obviously this. And turns out that was the case. And so that's, it's a little disappointing because I was not surprised by any reveals. Even something that I think is meant to be a big reveal towards the end, I immediately, or very, very early in the book, went, oh, this is what's actually going on. And maybe I shouldn't take that into consideration when I'm reading the book, because having read as much as I do and have, it tends to be difficult for authors to surprise me. I'm very happy when they do, but it seems I suppose there's an infinite number of ways a story could go, but really there's a finite number, and it's not a huge number. Simply limited. Yes, it's limited only by the imagination, but most authors, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. It just seems sometimes where the story's going seems obvious. And that is the case with this. So it's thoroughly enjoyable. I liked it. And 3 out of 5 stars for Sight Unseen by Andrew Neiderman. If you're a fan of Andrew Neiderman, check it out. If you're a fan of coming-of-age stories, check it out. There's nothing really bad about it. Just didn't thrill me. It was fine. And there you have it. So I'm not sure what else there is to say about this. And again, by the end of the book, they mentioned that like the first person in the neighborhood is getting a TV, and they say that someday soon every house in the country will own a TV. I was like, okay, now I have an idea of exactly when this is taking place. The fact that the grandmother was always listening to the radio, I'm like, well, she's an old woman. Maybe that's just her thing. She doesn't like television. But I guess they never mention, like, David's a 14-year-old. They never mention him watching TV, or playing video games or anything. And I knew it was before cell phones and even before home video games, but they could have had a TV in the house. Just because you didn't watch it doesn't mean they didn't have one. But they didn't, because no one did. There you go. Question for the video. I've already asked about favorite coming-of-age stories in the past. So I didn't think ahead, because I never seem to. It's very rare that I think ahead to these questions. So, you know what? We're just going to pass this video. No question. Let's just talk down in the comments below. If you have any questions, comments, or corrections, please put those in the comments below. Comments are open for spoilers. Just post a spoiler warning. We try to be polite here at the Low Budget Review Show. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you'd care to follow me on, please like, share, and subscribe. All the usual YouTube stuff. Can't forget that part. That's very important, apparently. If you care to follow me on other social media, I'll have links for my Instagram and Blue Sky in the description below. And that's all I've got. This has been the Low Budget Review Show. I have been Eric Smith, and until next time, read more books.